Happy playoffs, everyone.
Yeah.
That music is my favorite this time of year. Joined by Trayvon Miles, a local legend, Brandon Bossert, the First State's finest, and in the pen, Drew Williams, the pride of Lewis, Delaware. I am Ryan Elfridge.
That's right. Welcome into Delmarva Sports Insider, the only live and local show giving you all you need to know about the playoffs.
And fellas, we're talking Delaware playoffs to start off. We got some tremendous games tonight.
Yes, we did.
Woodbridge, a 1-point game. We had Delmar taking on Howard. That was a great game.
Yes.
So, Ryan, what are we going to start with tonight?
I mean, you know, the semis are here. We got four Henlopen teams. One's not playing tonight. We got three. Sussex Central plays tomorrow, but we're not talking about them. The Harvest Bowl was a rematch between Smyrna and Middletown, and it didn't disappoint.
Yeah, highly anticipated game. Middletown won in week number 1, 17-6.
Right.
So this would be a totally different
Two
game
different teams.
tonight. Yeah, of course, two different teams. Smyrna taking on Middletown, the team they beat in their last state championship. Late in the first quarter, the Cavaliers strike first. Najir Smith going through the Eagles' defense for 6. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Earthquake formation for Smyrna, and Wayne Knight doing what he does. Keeps the snap, powers through for the touchdown. Middletown still leading 7-6. Third play of the second quarter, Braden Davis finds off the play fake Jaheim Wing over the middle. He's going to outrun the entire defense for 6. Cavs take the 14-6 lead to start that quarter. Next Middletown possession, Davis rolling left, going to hit Wing on the backside screen, and he takes it 50 yards. Cavaliers going up 6 at the half.
Second half now, Smyrna not going away. Knight takes the handoff up the gut, and he takes it in for the 20-yard score to tie us up at 20 to start the half. We're back to a tie ball game, folks.
Good DNA.
Middletown's next possession, and they can do that too. Handoff to Smith once more, and he takes it down the sideline 60 yards, untouched, to take the 14-point lead for the Cavaliers. But ensuing kickoff, Eagles cutting it close once more. Devin Smith on the return, and he's going to slice through the defense, and he's gone for 70 to the house to cut it back to a one-score game with 6:16 left to play, guys. But first play from scrimmage for the Cavs, and Davis doing what he did all game, drop back and hits Isaiah Griffin for the screen, and he tiptoes the sideline, and he could go all the way. And he does, as the Cavaliers take the 13-point lead and hold on to take down Smyrna 48-28 in the semis.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't think the score there, the final, dictated how close that game was. Smyrna, you know, maybe 1 or 2 plays away from getting there, but couldn't quite get it done tonight.
A one-score game late in the fourth quarter, but Smyrna looked like they had that comeback in hand.
They did.
Ultimately could not make it happen. Look, Middletown's a great team, you know, and I'd say Smyrna overachieved a little bit this year, given what we thought they had coming into this year. Off a 2-8 season, you got to tip your hat to what Coach Mike Judy's done and that staff and what they were able to do this year.
Absolutely. And then Smyrna, you have to give them a lot of credit. They were 3-6 last year, 0-2 to start the season this year. They go on 9 straight wins to get to this point. Their defense was much improved this year, but Middletown putting up 48. And Braden Davis, he is a stud for Middletown, is he not?
Braden Davis already offers Middletown's quarterback from Alabama, Florida State, kids in 10th grade.
That's right. Well, we're going to look. We're going to get to more games in Delaware. We've got Drew Williams over at the wall with more.
Thanks, Brennan. It's, I guess, kind of, we'll call this block the former champions, we suppose. So Division II, we had a big matchup as well. Delmar hosting Howard with a spot in the championship. Guys, they're all familiar with on the line. Howard off to a quick start, though. A long run by Carvin Reeves. It's going to set up an easy score. Delmar already finds themselves trailing 6-0 in this ball game, trying to do something. But the next possession for the Cat, Reeves is going to bust through the line. He sacks Jacob Von Arx and takes the ball 83 yards all the other way for the defensive touchdown. Howard up 14-0, and then another Delmar possession. Von Arx and Taquan Denard have an issue with the pitch, a fumble that would set up this, a 2-yard carry touchdown by Keyshawn Watson. You'll see it coming up here in a second. Look at him just moving through the line, making it look so easy. Howard 22-0 early on, but Delmar able to come back. They own the second quarter. Von Arx takes the option 10 yards in for the score. Delmar down 2 scores, but trying to battle back. A few possessions later, Von Arx going to hit a guy he knows pretty well. Zach Covington for the score. All of a sudden, it's just a 1-score game. But after another Howard score, big Jamar Cuffey sees the fumble, scoops it up, and scores for the home team. Delmar trailing just 28-22 at the half, but this play right here, this one's going to hurt him. We were looking at this one earlier. Third quarter, Kevin Ignundo, he's going to take the handoff. Now check this out. He's going to go down. It looks like the knee goes down, but he gets up as the defense quits, and he goes 44 yards for the touchdown. A little hosed play there for the Wildcats. They had their chances, though, but they ultimately fall home to the 4th seed Howard, 50-29. And why not? A third former state champ and defending state champ in action in Caravelle, the Blue Raiders and the Buccaneers. This one came down to the wire, folks. Caravelle down 7, but they are down near the goal line. Check out that gorgeous catch from Jermaine Earl. Check the replay. He's definitely inbound, so we are tied at 7. Look at that, just barely gets it in. Nice camera work, Brandon Bossert. And then halftime, minutes from 3 yards out, Caravelle putting the Bridge on upset alert. They lead by a score at the break, but jump ahead to the 4th. Same score, but not for long. Dalton Purdue's going to see some daylight, and he's going to take off. While he's going down, check this out. Jordan Evans in the right place at the right time, gets the lateral, and he polishes off the 29-yard scoring play to tie us up at, again, next drive. Hoffman, he's going to be flushed from the pocket, looking deep downfield. He's going to fire this one into the arms of Jaquan Massey on the other team. The senior makes 2 guys miss. He's got blockers out in front, and he's in the house. The pick 6 puts Woodbridge up 7 with 9 minutes left to go. Caravelle doesn't care. Hoffman's just going to toss up a touchdown like it doesn't matter. And there's Earl again, 23 yards. What a game for this young man. But Caravelle, they would get stuffed on the 2-point try. So one last chance for the Bucks, down by 1. Hoffman's going to step up, fires over the middle, but Michael Plummer is there to get the sliding interception. Woodbridge, they win this one 21-20. They're off to the Division II championship. So guys, we at least got one team hanging in there. We got another one to preview for tomorrow, so we'll send it back over to the desk.
Thanks, Drew. So we've only got one team remaining in Division I, and it is the reigning champs. Sussex Central taking on top-seeded Hodgson tomorrow at 12. Brandon Bossert already
of course not.
No faith in the defending champions. We talked about it in the sports office, so I said that I would bring it up tonight. Brandon does not think that Central has a chance. You know what? I kind of say Hodgson, you know, they are going to be tough to beat, especially in their own home field.
Hodgson's extremely talented. They're at home, and they're very well coached. I got to say, after what we saw last week against Concord, I don't have much faith, but we'll see what what the Golden Knights can do out there.
I'm going from the standpoint of to be the champs, you got to beat the champs. So until there's 0 seconds on the clock, I'm thinking that Central's still alive.
Central's got championship DNA, but you know what else they got? Their houses are in Millsboro or Georgetown. And I like it when those are your odds. But let's just take a look at what happened tonight, because what it shakes out to be is that it doesn't matter that Woodbridge lost to Delmar because they're going to play for the state championship.
You're absolutely right. Howard is an amazing team. We talked about it last week. The slow start that Delmar had against Indian River or Lake Forest would not fly tonight against a great Howard team, and it came exactly to fruition. 22-0, you just said. How about going 2.5 hours?
2.5 hour drive down to Delmar, you get off the bus and you're up 22-0. That's crazy. That just shows
amazing.
How talented they really are.
They are.
One thing I want to focus on is the mistakes that we saw tonight. And we saw it last week. Delmar was able to overcome it against Lake. But Woodbridge, they made some mistakes too in their game against Caravelle. They got an interception but was called back, or the return was called back. They still got the ball because of a block in the back. They also had a long run that could have resulted in a touchdown early on that was fumbled out of bounds at the 2-yard line. So Woodbridge, they hang on to win, but you still got some mistakes you got to clean up if you're going to win that title game.
Let's be clear. Just like Delmar, Woodbridge cannot make the mistakes that they've been making and beat Howard next week. Howard is that good of a team. Those kids with those single digits on 1 through 9, oh my goodness. All right, that's going to do it for the A block. Now, when we come back, we're taking things to the Ridge. The North Carolina Bulldogs looking to get back into the state semifinals. That's up next when we come back.
My name is Mike Judy, head coach at Smyrna High School, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.